Remember I said I don't know what to be after I reached the stage of where I always wanted to be, which is this refined woman that is both intellectually curious and also, very well put together. And I think I've reached the state, and of course I'm going to continuously maintain this. But I've been figuring out, where do I want to go next? What is the next level? And I think I figured it out. The short answer, and they can stop watching the video, is that the next level I want to be is called the Renaissance woman. So the term Renaissance woman comes from the idea of the term Renaissance man. And I think there are two classic examples of who a Renaissance man is. And I'm sure there are a lot more. I just have not gotten to that part of history of the world yet. The first one is Leonardo da Vinci, of course. I think he's the greatest depiction of a Renaissance man in the Western world. He is an artist, he's a scientist, he is an inventor, he's a mathematician, he's a sculptor, he is so many things that you can't put him in a box. A Renaissance man that explores, that discovers, that is curious, but at the same time he's an expert and mastery in the thing that he does. He is not someone you can put into a box. That's what a Renaissance man is to me. So to me, he's the Renaissance man of the Western world. The Eastern world is a new guy that I've learned recently. His name is Lu Yu. Yeah, Lu Yu. Lu Yu, he was born in where was he born? Oh, he was born in Hubei in China, of course, the Eastern Renaissance man. And he was born in the year 733, so 1,500 years ago. This man is known as the tea master, right? And this just because he was the first person in Chinese history, at least in the known history that we have found, to write about tea. And that's why he's known as the tea man. But my goodness, he is a Renaissance man of the Eastern world because he's a poet, he's a teacher, he's a tea lover, he is so many things beyond just tea. We just put him in the box of tea master because he wrote about tea, but he's so much more than that. And to me, a Renaissance, and of course, I believe there is a Renaissance man of the Indian subcontinent, there's a Renaissance man of the Middle Asia, there's a Renaissance man of South America. I just have not gotten to that history yet to learn about specific people. I read a lot more about Eastern and Western history because I think it's just a lot more documented, so it's a lot easier to find. So a Renaissance man to me, and hence I'll compare it to a Renaissance woman, basically it's just changing the gender. But a Renaissance man, as mentioned, is someone who is curious, who is creative, who is intellectual, who is a master, who is someone that is so good at so many things that it's impossible to put this person into a box. And that is what I want to be, and that is what I want to do. And I would say it's very similar to what I've been doing so far already, but I think the way I was defining myself was a little bit more packed in before. I was pegging myself into this box of like this elegant, cultured, sophisticated person, and intellectual, of course. But I think that's just not enough, right? I want to start doing more, exploring more arts and creating more arts. I bought a few art pieces and I'm going to be framing them, hanging them up. There's so much more I want to be doing and exploring and broadening my horizons. So even in the work context, yes, I want to be in the tech and finance field, but within that there's so many areas to dive deeper into as well, and new subdivisions of the tech and finance world. So I'm super fascinated with this new term. And I think when it comes to me, I'm someone who needs a big goal. And once I know what that goal is, it's very easy to get there. The journey is something that I think it's just not hard to do. I just need to know where to go. And I think it's the same for most people. I was still stuck in the previous identity that I put myself into. And so now I've opened it up to just be, the main goal is a Renaissance woman. I want to be a master in a lot of different crafts that might not even be related to each other. So I'm learning more about teaware. I'm learning more about tea itself. Although I'm primarily going to be drinking very specific teas only, but whatever it is, I'm gonna learn. I want to be learning more about teaware. I want to be learning more about Chinese tableware. I think I have enough knowledge about the Western tableware, which I will keep honing. but I want to explore also the Chinese tableware, Chinese teaware, art as always, dance. I'll continue pursuing ballet. I really want to perform at some stage in my life, although I know I'm not going to be on point anytime soon, and I don't even know if I want to be in that phase. But I want to go more into the artistic version of me as well. So the intellectual, the scientific, the artistic. And that's it. I think this is a very needed identity, or not a very needed, a very relevant identity for me to move towards. So that's it. I just want to put it out there and for me to reference at some point in my life later as well. Bye.